Hi, good evening students. This is problem number 19. A conducting rod of length L and mass M is moving down a smooth inclined plane of inclination theta with a velocity V. A vertically upward magnetic field B exists there. The magnitude of the field B is to be determined. So now you can see that it is a cylindrical conductor, a cylindrical rod like this. Its cross section is circular. So it is sliding down an inclined plane from the point P up to the point Q. Like this it is sliding. It is sliding. So as it is coming down the inclined plane, you must understand that the current is flowing through the conductor along its length. So the current is flowing into the board, okay, along the length of the conductor. So this is the direction of the current and this is the direction of the magnetic field upwards. So it will experience a force. It is going to experience the force BIL. Okay. Now its mass is M. So its weight is mg. You see here its weight mg is acting in the downward direction. At this point I draw a horizontal line. Along this direction only B into I into L. Okay. That is the force experienced by the rod is acting in this direction. So this force experienced by the current carrying conductor in a magnetic field is given by Fleming's left hand rule. So we have to stretch the thumb, forefinger and the middle finger right angle to each other. Now you see here the middle finger gives the direction of the current, that is along the length of the rod, and now the forefinger gives the direction of the magnetic field and the thumb gives the mechanical force, direction of the force. So now as per this picture, this thumb is into the board, okay, this is into the board. I am keeping the middle finger into the board so that the forefinger is upward. So forefinger shows the direction of the magnetic field and middle finger is the direction of the current through the rod, so that the force is towards the right side along the thumb. So this is BIL. Now this angle is theta, angle of inclination. So the angle made by the horizontal with the inclined plane, this angle also is a theta and this angle is 90 degree. Okay, this angle is theta, this is 90. So the remaining angle should be what? 90 minus theta, this angle. So this angle is 90 minus theta. So I am going to resolve this mg along the direction of velocity. So this will be mg into cos of 90 minus theta. Cos of 90 minus theta. So that is equal to what? Mg into sin theta. So this is mg sin theta down the inclined plane. Along the direction down the inclined plane, the force mg into sin theta is acting. Similarly, now BIL is acting along the horizontal. It makes an angle theta with the inclined surface. So in this direction, what is the component of BIL? So this will be BIL into cos of theta. So these two are the forces which are acting in the opposite directions, equal in magnitude, and hence the rod is coming with the constant velocity V. Is it not? The rod is coming down, sliding down with the constant velocity V, means the force BIL cos theta and the force mg sin theta should be equal in magnitude, opposite in direction. Therefore, I am going to write now BIL cos theta is now equal to mg sin theta. So BIL is equal to mg into sin theta by cos theta. So this is a ratio of sin theta by cos theta is also equal to what? Tan theta. So this is equal to mg into tan theta. So BIL is equal to mg tan theta. Therefore what is B is equal to mg divided by I into L into tan theta. So this is the expression for the magnetic field. This is the magnitude of the magnetic field B, which is in the upward direction. So which of these options is correct? Now you see here sin theta, this is cos theta. So mg by IL into tan theta. So this option C is correct. Okay. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Option C is the correct answer. I hope you have understood. Fine. Hi, good evening students. Now problem number 20. Three infinite straight wires carry currents as shown below. 1 ampere, 2 ampere and 3 ampere. The net force on the wire B, middle wire, is directed in which direction we have to find out. So the three current carrying conductors are A, B and C. So the distance between A and B is X. The distance between B and C is also X. Now the current carrying conductor B is placed in a region where there are two magnetic fields. One due to the conductor A carrying 1 ampere current, and the other one is due to the conductor C carrying a current 3 ampere. So what is the net force we have to find out. So for that now we will take force per unit length. Okay, force per unit length on B due to A. Okay, due to the conductor A, that is denoted by F acting on B due to the conductor A. This is the force per unit length. The symbol itself is FBA. Okay, so this is equal to mu naught into I1. Okay, mu naught I1 into I2 divided by 2 pi into X. Now I1 is equal to 1 ampere and I2 is equal to 2 ampere. So this is a mu naught into 1 into 2, okay, divided by 2 pi x. So this is now equal to 2 and 2 get cancelled. So this is equal to what? Mu naught divided by pi x. So this is the expression for the force acting on the conductor B due to the magnetic field of the conductor A. Similarly, another force. So the force per unit length. Next one is force per unit length acting on the conductor B. Acting on the conductor B due to the conductor C. Now the third conductor. So it is denoted by the symbol F B due to the conductor C. So this is equal to mu naught into I2 I3. Is it not? I2 into I3. So this is I2 I3 divided by 2 pi into X. So this is equal to mu naught into I2 is 2 ampere and I3 is 3 ampere divided by 2 pi x. So 2 and 2 get cancelled. So this is equal to 3 mu naught by pi x. So this is 3 mu naught divided by pi into x. Now previously we have got FBA is equal to what? Mu naught by pi x, and FBC is equal to what? 3 times mu naught by pi x. So FBC is greater than FBA. So which force is greater? FBC is greater, is it not? So this conductor B should be towards the conductor C. Understand? This force is greater. So the force acting towards C is greater. So this is FB towards C, and this is FB towards A. So since FBC is greater than FBA, naturally the conductor, I mean the net force on the wire B is directed towards C. So option, okay, therefore option B is the correct answer. Have you understood? Okay, fine.